want to show you what I'm doing out here. Covering rock piles, and they own all this ground out here that it's not farmable, and I'm assuming the reason they never did farm it is probably because they don't have water for it. Back when they opened all this ground up, you could drill a well anywhere, but there's a moratorium on that stuff now. You're not drilling any wells anymore unless you can buy some water right somewhere. So we're getting the dirt out there and bringing it in and covering these rock piles. So that right there is a rock pile, one that we've got to cover. And then you can see out there where the dust is blowing, the white dirt, those are some rock piles that we've covered. And then here's one right there and a big one way up there. And so what this is it's naturally occurring lava rock. And you've seen in my videos and stuff the craters of the moon. So basically underneath this ground, it looks just like the craters of the moon. Very rough. And so you've got these high spots that aren't covered with topsoil. My understanding is a lot of this topsoil that here has been wind blown from somewhere. Apparently the fan turned on and blew a lot of dirt. So what we do is we come in and we put a 2-foot deep layer of dirt over top of these so they can farm over it, because they've already got a pivot going around. They're already watering these. They own the ground. This is the cheapest ground you will ever buy, covering it with dirt and being able to farm it. And this will pay out in 2 to 3 years. So there's a hazard laying there. We tried to burn some of these the other day. They didn't really want to burn. There was too much green in them. But way back when, farmers, if something broke down, they just throw it on a rock pile because they didn't figure, they'd ever be driving over it. So we have to come in with scrapers and cover this stuff. And sometimes we've been very lucky. We haven't ruined a tire yet, but I'm not kidding you. We've found some of the most crazy things laying on these rock piles. But pivot gearboxes are the worst because they have shafts sticking out of them. Front axles, digger links, fence posts, steel fence posts, those kind of things are just murder on scraper tires. So we have to be really careful. We have to walk out through these and check them out and see what's on there. But so, oh looky there, there's something out there on that. What is this here? I don't know what that, oh, piece of pipe. I'll bet that's old main line or something. I wonder if they had hand lines in here, wheel lines. I don't know. Anyway, so there's another hazard. But you'll see occasionally some rocks out there. And what we do with the open bow scrapers, and this is why I really like the open bow, is we skim those rocks up and take them back to where we're getting the dirt, and we get rid of those rocks. That way those rocks aren't going to come back up and cause the guy problems down the road. So this is a pivot track, and this is how bad it's washed things. And you can see there's a really shallow spot. This is really a rock pile here that needs covered, and you can see it goes clear out there into the hay. See, here's another example of a very large area that is super shallow and you're just sitting on top of rock. So this is an area you'd probably never be able to plow unless you covered this also. It's one of those mornings. We'll be okay, won't we? Paper towel with some electric tape. So I'm out here Sunday. I gotta get this stuff I taped on over here off. I gotta get the dipstick pulled out and get it repaired. It's colder than a well digger's ass today. It's supposed to get down to 5 degrees tonight. So I'm gonna have to plug these old girls in tonight. So this is what I brought. was the, God, I can't even see where I'm at, vice grips to pull this out. They came right out. So I'm going to cover this with duct tape before I leave. Okay, it's got a paper towel with some duct tape in it. Okay, this is not a cat OEM dipstick. So what I've done here is I changed out the tube. That's not focusing. There we go, now can you see it? Anyway, this is not a cat, the original. So what I did is I took these, found some of these, and then I just cut off the old stick. We did some measuring and calibrated the sticks and then brazed these on there. This is actually a cat part number. This is a 9 Lincoln 5473. Anyway, the top's come off of it, so I need to fix that, weld that back to the lid, and then we'll put her back together. Okay, this was the piece that was welded in there, and I drilled the like tack welds, got it out. So Jake's coming down. We're gonna clamp this to the table and then MIG weld this, then assemble everything back together, put that down over it so that it compresses this rubber seal, and then weld it back to this. Hope it works. So this is the dipstick tube I use. This is off an old cab over truck setup, 9 Lincoln 5473. It's for a 1693 and a cab over. I brazed this on. This is the original cat dipstick, and then I cut the tops off and I weld these on because I really like these O-ring seals because of the dirty environments that I run in out in these fields. It's the only thing that'll keep the dirt out. Let me show you the old style. Okay, here's the old style they used to have, and you can see the goop inside there. It just fills them full of dirt. It's not a good seal for extremely dusty environments. So oil sampling tells us this is a better dipstick. Cat does not use those old style things on anything anymore. So it was sunshine 30 minutes ago when we stopped for lunch. Man, the weather sure changes this fast. So, back to work as long as we can. Check this out. County's out making sparks this morning. Wee doggies. And you thought you had it tough, John. Yeah, we're all suffering this. It's winter. What are you gonna do? Well, I bet they go through cutting edges. I don't know where I'm going. Do you know what? I think by Sunday we're gonna get up to like 46, 47, so this will all be gone. It just looks really bad. But so I'm thinking maybe this winter I can go down to Mount Pilot, go down there and work with Andy and Barney and Goober and maybe Chris. Maybe I could help you dig some ponds or something, but I'm getting really sick of winter. I gotta tell you, this is awful. Okay, you get a little bit of snow and then a lot of wind. So it's gonna take me forever to get out here to the job. I gotta drive on the wrong side of the road. But this is the road where I've called the county for over a year now and told them about this hazard right along the edge of the road. I know where it is, but in a situation like this, if the school bus or something came by and hit this hole up here along the road, it'd flip the bus and kill the kids. Car hit it, I guarantee you it'd flip the car and throw everybody out of it. And I sent them pictures, I called them, and they've just absolutely done nothing about it. I don't understand it. They're always asking for people to, let them know about right-of-way problems and stuff, and yet when we do, they do nothing about it. So just another reason that's right along here. Nobody's going to be getting probably over there where the drifts are today, but I don't know why they don't care about people's safety when somebody calls them and says, hey, come fix this. I think it's like an old culvert under the road and it's caved in, and about 6 inches of the edge of the asphalt's gone. In the summertime when the weeds are up tall, you can't even see it. And so if a big piece of farm machinery came by and you got over and you were watching the farm machinery and hit that hole, it'd flip your vehicle. Will that ever happen? I don't know. Will I win the lottery? Probably not, but somebody will. Somebody that doesn't know that hole's there. Anyway, we're gonna go out and move dirt this morning. I've just been absolutely swamped lately. Haven't had time to really make a lot of videos and stuff. I got work I need to get done before we're shut down for the whole winter. So, gotta make money to survive. I'm going 40 and I gotta slow down. I can't see. Holy moly. I better put the phone down. Okay, the generator quits about probably 2 hours before we get here. It runs out of gas. So I've gassed her up and started again. But we'll see if she'll run. Jake just pulled up. He'll probably get out the ether, help me get her started, and we'll have to do that to all of them. Did you shut the gate? Cool. Nice hat. I should have brought one of those. Okay. There she goes. So we don't use block heaters, we use pan heaters, so the oil's hot. So the minute you fire it up, you got oil pressure now, hot oil. Although where the generator's been dead for a couple hours, it's probably not real hot. Okay, now he's got to go heat his glow plugs, and I'll get the ether and help him get his going. As I get my hitch up, it'll probably run. So you have to start these in first gear. That way it neutralizes all the high pressure to the clutches. It's just lube pressure. I think it reduces it down to 150 pounds or something. She gonna run? We gonna run, old girl? Yeah, she going. Hey, listen to them kitties purr. I'm here to tell you, you do a good valve job to get your fuel timing right, and these will run like a sewing machine. Contact. Contact. Gotta have cardboard over the rear engines today to run any temperature. It's just windy, cold. Really need to turn the fans around on the front engines and probably cardboard them too. Not much snow out here. It's like out on the desert. It got missed by everything. Hard to believe though, by Sunday we'll be back in the 40s. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so I got the swivel that I got from Joel Gonzalez. He sent me. This is pretty cool. I mean, this will keep you from breaking the end of your hose off. Anyway, check out his eBay account where you buy these. We'll see how well it's made. We'll give it some old pay dirt abuse. See how long she lasts. Hey, got some mail to open today. This comes from Opie Griffiths. He's Andy's boy. Now this comes from Mike Griffiths in Waddington, New York. He sent me a copy of the Waddington Recorder. Must be your local paper, right, Mike? Anyway, enjoyed perusing through this in the house. It's always cool to see what else goes on in the world around us and your local area. Anyway, thank you for that, Mike. And this next box comes from Raymond Lowe in San Jacinto, California, who sent me some awesome hats. Ray, that's cool. I love this. These are expensive hats. These are Richardson hats like I get, so I know what those cost. Anyway, this is T-Moth's Grading and Paving. Awesome. There's the phone number. Call him 951-245-7788. Anyway, he said he's going to send me some t-shirts too, so that's totally cool. Thank you, Ray, for that. That's totally awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, one of my awesome subscribers sent me this cat knife. He said he was disabled, so that's all he could afford to send me. And I know I showed this in a video. I can't find your address. I really want to send you some Jpaydirt stuff. So could you please email me your mailing address and give me your name again? Do that to jpaydirt7@gmail.com. Thank you. Hey everybody, it's Saturday, November 30th. Want to thank those of you who wished me a happy birthday on Facebook. That was totally awesome. It was a good birthday. Had a great time. Hope you guys have had a super Thanksgiving. I know I have. I've put on a few pounds. Ate a lot of stuff I shouldn't. But anyway, I want to introduce you to some of my awesome subscribers. I want to start out with a gentleman from Browns Valley, California, Chris Hull from Browns Valley Diesel. Thank you for watching old Jpaydirt. Joe Curley, he's from, is it Barnegat, New Jersey? Thank you for subscribing. Clear out in Jersey. Will, he's from Everett, Washington. Thank you, Will. And Buster Scruggs from Mulhall, Oklahoma. That would be Frank Cunningham. Go check him out on YouTube. You're not going to find a better backhoe operator. But he's challenged me. He bought a dozer, so I think you're going to have to change your name to Digging and Dozing Okay. I think you and I are going to have a doze off. And Jordan Armour, he's from Busselton, Western Australia. Thank you for watching and subscribing over in Australia. And John Lemmy, he's from Casterton, Australia. Love my Australian subscribers. So thank you very much for watching old Paydirt. Hey, wanted to mention to go to my store if you want one of these hats. www.jpaydirt.com. All the new hats are in the store. I did run out of these. Got some more on order. They should be here shortly. Also, too, want to thank you for supporting Shane, all the go-go tapes that you bought. I had so many orders, I had to call Jeff back in California and ask him if he'd send me a bunch more so I could finish filling your orders. But if you'll notice in the store, they're sold out. This was a donation from Jeff, and he sent them up. They're his tape measures. So if you want one of these tape measures, there's a link below. I always pin in the first comment of the video all the links where you can get everything. I'll put the link to the go-go tape. You go to www.gogotape.com if you'd like one of those tapes. And also the link to the old Kenny coloring book if you'd like to get one of these for your kids or grandkids or whatever for Christmas. Go to the Amazon link. They're only $7.50. The money does not go to old Jpaydirt. It goes to somebody else who needs it. So I appreciate your support there, and we'll see you next time. Oh, just as a side note, if you didn't get to buy a go-go tape to help support Shane, in the pinned comment below is my address. If you'd like to send a donation to him, just make it out to Shane Persons and send it to my address, and I will get that to him. Now, I sat down with him the other day in the shop and visited with him for a while. So those of you who are new to my channel, you can go watch the original video in the pinned comment below if you'd like to get acquainted with who Shane is and what's happened to him. So anyway, appreciate your generosity during this Christmas season, and thank you very much. Oh, also too, so I have the new swimsuit calendars in. Should have the Anderson construction calendars in the following week here. I'll get them in the store. And for those of you that, I've had a lot of questions if I was going to do the calendar. Yes, I am. It just took me a while to get the equipment pictures put together and get them in. So they will be here, I'm assuming probably sometime next week. I get those through Lewis Promotions. I'll leave a link below if you're interested in them or any of their stuff below. And appreciate you supporting me.